video, we'll talk about dedicate time to what matters most. Who doesn't wish they had more time in their life? Whether to spend with friends or loved ones, to study or to exercise more, time is a scarce commodity. Unfortunately, there are only 24 hours in a day. That means we have a limited amount of time to fit everything in. Modern life is extremely busy. Between your work, family, and your social life, you can feel rushed off your feet. This means that, despite our best intentions, something must take a back seat. So, how do you manage your time better? How do you dedicate time to things that matter most? The importance of personal relationships. What matters most to you? Take the time to think about it. Knowing the things that hold the most importance in your life is the key to putting them first. Most of us find when we think about it that our relationships are the most important thing. Whether those relationships are with a partner, parents, children, siblings, or even friends, they are vital to our happiness. Yet all too often, it's relationships that get put on the back burner so we can concentrate on other things. How many times have you been late home because of work? To live a legendary life, you need to be happy. To be happy, you need to focus on your relationships. Yes, work is important, but so are those around you who mean the most. Therefore, you need to work out a way to prioritize and dedicate more time to the things that matter most. How can you do this? How can you dedicate time to the people you care about without bringing down other areas of your life? Here are some tips to follow. Minimize, then minimize again. Clutter in any aspect of your life is pointless and limiting. Tidying, both physically and metaphorically, will help you to be happier. Eliminate anything that isn't necessary. Are you spending time with someone you don't care about because you feel you should? Do you have a toxic friend making demands on your time and stopping you from being with your family? It's time to get rid of them. Remove anything that doesn't bring you happiness. Less is always more. Busyness isn't the same as value. We have a culture of running about to complete one task after another. We tend to think that this is being productive and makes us more valuable in society. This simply isn't true. Staying busy is a way of distracting yourself. It keeps you from focusing on things you need to expend energy on. Slow down. The world won't come to an end, and you'll be able to see the things you've been overlooking. See the difference between effectiveness and efficiency. Time is precious. You need to allocate it to only the most important things. That means you need to be both efficient and effective. If you're only effective, that can be time-consuming. If you're only efficient, the results can be sloppy. Whenever you approach a task, it should be approached with both things in mind. When we take this in the context of your relationships, it means being genuine and present in every interaction. Stay focused on one task at a time. How often have you decided to check one email and then ended up in work mode for hours? You need to put your focus on a single task and hold that focus. It's hard to stick to your plan. It's easy to allow checking one email to turn into replying to a raft of messages. Yet if you practice, you'll find it becomes a habit. This will give you more time to focus on the important things. You'll avoid the distractions that take up too much of your time and energy. Address the root cause of your problems. When there are unresolved issues, they'll always be on your mind. That means you cannot be truly present in any other activity you undertake. Tackle the problem head on. Don't hide from it by spending longer at work. Are you experiencing a work problem that won't go away? Deal with it straight away. Shying away just leads to deeper problems and a greater drain on your time. Be brave. Confront your issues. You'll be better for it in the long run. Stay organized. When you have time to spend with your family and friends, you don't want distractions. Make sure that you have time for everything and keep everything to its set schedule. Work is for work hours. Don't bring it home. Have a time set aside for housework so it doesn't spill over into family time. Staying organized gives you the mental space to put your focus on the moment. You'll be able to enjoy time with the people that matter without distractions. Here we'll talk about be yourself. Be yourself is the 10th thing on our list of things to consider to bring your legendary life closer. That doesn't mean that it's the least important. It's just as important, if not more, than any of the other things we've addressed here. Too many of us feel pressured into trying to be someone other than ourselves. Whether at work or at home, there's often the pressure to conform to expectations. Others are often trying to influence the person that you are. However, you always need to be you. Be yourself both outside and in. If you know yourself at the deepest level, you'll have a better chance of a fulfilling, happy life. If you don't know yourself or establish suitable boundaries, you could be pushed about too easily. That leads to dissatisfaction and unhappiness in the long run. Conforming to others' expectations is an easy option. However, it's also the coward's way. You need to be brave. It requires courage to be true to yourself, but it's certainly worthwhile. It can be a real challenge to maintain your sense of yourself through the distractions and influences of others. Yet if you want to achieve your fullest potential in life, it all begins with you being yourself. Embrace who you are. Why do you need to embrace the person you truly are? Here are some of the reasons why it's important. You'll be able to align your life with your own beliefs and values. If you aren't being yourself, you'll end up taking on others' beliefs and values. This ends up in you conforming to expectations and thought patterns of others. How can you live a legendary life if you're living in this way? You'll be able to establish an identity all your own. Then, whatever may occur in your life, you'll always know exactly who you are. That means you'll know how to react. You'll know what your response should be. There'll be no second guessing what you should or shouldn't say or do. Yes, you may sometimes feel distracted or lost. However, when you're sure of yourself, you'll eventually get on track again. You won't lose yourself. You'll grow in courage. It requires great bravery to go against the crowd and take your own path. Staying true to your own identity is challenging. Your inner strength will grow, and whatever may happen, you'll know just how you should handle it. You'll be able to set yourself boundaries. If you're yourself all the time, you'll know your limits. You'll have set yourself boundaries that cannot be broken. When those boundaries are crossed, you'll know. You'll never allow anyone to take advantage or walk over you. That keeps you from the frustration that only serves to bring you down and keep you from that legendary life. You'll find direction and focus for your life. If you're yourself all the time, you'll be aware of the goals you need to accomplish. You'll also be clear about how you're going to accomplish them. Having this direction leads to you being able to achieve that legendary lifestyle. Remember, whatever you go through in your life, there's only one thing you can rely on. Only one person will remain constant: you. So be true to that special, wonderful person. Only then can you embark on the legendary life you desire. Video, we'll discover about build others up, don't tear them down. One important thing to remember when thinking about living a legendary life is this: your light won't shine any brighter by putting someone else's out. Building yourself up by putting others down is never going to make you happy in the long run. Instead, showing genuine appreciation of other people is a better route to joy. Building others up instead of tearing them down will benefit both of you. You'll make that person happy in doing so. It'll make you feel good, too. The importance of praise. When you pass positive information on about somebody else, you're empowering that person and you. How does this work? Essentially, you're breeding positivity. When you praise someone, they feel good about themselves. They feel as if they've achieved something good. Meanwhile, you'll feel good about yourself for making someone else happy. This encourages positive vibes all around. When you praise other people, it shows that you look for positives in other people. You're looking for good things before you see the bad. That means others will trust you and like you. When you're liked and trusted, you feel positive about yourself. You'll also be able to surround yourself with other positive people, and we already know that's important. Even better, if you're praising other people, others will be much more likely to give you praise in return. Essentially, you'll be in a positive feedback loop that sets you up for success. Of course, you do need to stay genuine. You shouldn't give praise when it isn't due. Compliment others too much, and its value will be negated. Legendary life. By now, you should know how to get started with achieving this goal. You know the importance of identifying where the problems in your life lie. You also know how to get started with visualizing the future you desire. This is the first step towards your heart's desire. Making active decisions is key to living a legendary life. Think carefully about the things you want most in your life. Then pursue them relentlessly. Devise a plan, then take the necessary steps to attain them. Be decisive within your everyday life. Never let other people pressure you into taking decisions that aren't the right ones for you. It's also important to put yourself in a place where you're ready to embrace the challenge of a legendary lifestyle. Physically and mentally, you need to be prepared to take on whatever may happen. If you're unwell, anxious, or depressed, you cannot focus on your goals properly. Eating well and exercising sufficiently will help you to be in good physical shape. Give your body the best chance possible to cope with anything life throws at you. If you're healthy and fit, you're in a good place to cope. Being in a good mental place is equally important. Take time for yourself. Love yourself. Show yourself the care and attention that you'd show to a loved one. You deserve it. Take the time to be mindful and meditate. This will help you to focus, de-stress, and keep your mind clear to pave the way to success. Practice yoga and meditation regularly to beat off anxiety and depression. When you're mentally well as physically well, you'll be doubly ready to take on challenges. You also now know the importance of your mindset. Think like a winner. Only then can you become one. Surround yourself with positivity and banish negativity. When you have other positive people around you, you can thrive. You'll begin to draw in positivity from them and give it back in return. This helps you to achieve the happiness that you need for a legendary life. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone or banish toxic people from your life. Only by putting yourself in the right environment can you succeed and live your best life. Be true to yourself. Set your boundaries and live by your values. Only then can you experience true freedom and happiness. You'll never have to conform to what others expect of you. You'll also never be taken advantage of or pushed around. No matter what may happen in your life, you'll have the necessary resources to handle it. You'll never be lost or coerced into doing something that isn't right for you. Instead, you'll be ready to face challenges head on. You'll overcome anything that comes your way and come out of the other side a stronger person. Essentially, you'll be wired for greatness.